and take a look at the new DOKKANFEST Kale and Caulifla that fuse into Kefla. We're going to take a look at them at 55% with no dupe system love right here. Now, I am unsure of how good they're going to look today. I feel like a lot of their numbers and stuff are actually going to look very unimpressive during this video. But, I mean, they are still a defensive stacking unit. So, I think that, you know, for free-to-play players and stuff like that, I think they will still have value, right? Like, for free-to-play players because they're defensive stackers. And even at 55%, I feel like their defensive stacking is going to, like, be very fast. I think they're going to build their defense up very, very quickly. Let's go ahead and give them a sticker real fast as well. And I think I just want to briefly show that their category team does also kick ass. I think that really matters for, especially, like, I think DOKKANFEST TURs, like, their leader skill definitely is a huge, like, portion of the unit's evaluation because, like, those are the main units I feel like that are meant to be run as leads right now. Is like the DOKKANFEST TURs, right? And of course, DOKKANFEST LRs. Summonable LRs, typically not really, but DOKKANFEST LRs, yeah. What does Kefla's sticker look like real fast? Okay, Kefla's looks okay. It's okay. It's nothing really too bad, nothing really too great. But yeah, let me just quickly. No, damn it, not. I want to show their category real fast, which is this one. Okay, so this is their category, Bonds of Friendship. You just look at this and you see it's crazy, right? Like, you have Namek LR Goku, UI Goku, like all the UI, because every Goku is on here, right? Kale and Caulifla can get the job done. With this category being like every Goku and then a lot of other LRs, it's just like really, really good. This is a very strong category team. Like that gives this team value, I think, and gives Kale and Caulifla extra value for like free-to-play players is the strength of their category. But all right, let's go ahead and jump in. They're on a lot. Dude, they're on a million teams, this Kale and Caulifla are, right? Like, look at this. They're on just so many teams. So, we'll go ahead and test them out on a few different teams here. Alright, so we're here in an event. We are starting out on the Universal Survival Saga team. Just tried to... I mostly built this around just, like, kind of, like, prepared for Battle Saiyans a little bit. And then, you know, we've got the Kale on there. Kale is pretty much, like, their best friend. If you're going up against a Universal Survival Saga enemy, a rotation of that STR Kale and then this Kale and Caulifla is going to be, like, insurmountable for the enemy to beat. Okay, so for Blue Cow King Goku, we have Turn Up Power on Fierce Battle. Same with Android 17 right here. Defense is at 124k. I mean, I feel like at 55%, that's not the worst considering that they do stack defense on Super. And they build up defense from their passive. They get 6% attack and defense with every attack performed. So 10 attacks still fully build up. They get an additional 60% attack if there's a Universal Survival Saga category enemy, which I wanted to start out with. I felt like, you know, it's good to show them against that Universal Survival Saga enemy, like right here at the start, right? So let's go ahead and see what kind of damage they're going to put up right here. All right, so this is the enemy, Kale and Caulifla. My one complaint about the animations, right? I feel like this looks fine, but I feel like it's a little short and basic. All right, 2-2-2. That's pretty bad. That's horrible, actually. I feel like this unit is going to have some similarities to AGL Kid Gohan in that their defense is going to look god-awful. Or, excuse me, their offense is going to look god-awful a lot of the time, I feel like. And I know people get, like, mega hyper defensive. Oh, a 2 million or a 3 million attacks, it's good to me. Okay, dude, hey, listen, that's fine. The attack stat could be good to you. But, you know, Rainbow, Link level 10, shit like that, that ain't good. We need higher. Because, like, Kale and Caulifla do stack, but I really look for, like, support if a unit is sort of, like, being mid. In terms of like their damage and stuff like that. It's like, what else can they bring to the table? I mean, yeah, they've got a good leader skill. They are stacking. Stacking defense just immediately gives units sort of extra value, right? Because when they're stacking defense, there's always going to be long events, like the Legendary Vegeta event. Infinite Dragon Ball History is getting new stages all the time. The collection of epic battles sort of counts. The last fight is definitely long. But here's the thing. Even if the last fight in the collection of epic battles would only go to like fight 7 or something like that, keep in mind that when Kale and Caulifla fuse into Kefla, they heal 60% HP, which is ridiculously good. I love units that heal like that, right? And keep in mind that the restriction for their transformation, it's only turn 6. I mean, turn 6 sucks in that it's going to be very rare to see, but it is only turn 6, right? So it's like you reach turn 6 and we could fuse, and then you have this huge heal in your back pocket, right? The unit is definitely very good, but I do feel like Kale and Caulifla, like the Kefla portion I think is fine. She has dodge that she doesn't need. Honestly, like if you just took that dodge off of Kefla and put it on the Kale and Caulifla, I would feel a lot better about this unit. Because Kale and Caulifla need it way more than Kefla does, right? Okay, so 183, I mean, okay. But the thing is, between them building up attack and defense, you know, with each attack performed, and their stacking, and just like being a powerful Dokkan Fest that they do build up fast, right? Like, it's not fast enough where, like, we're going into Pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road, and I think they're going to be okay right away, but they build up defense very quickly. So, I mean, that's going to be, like, I imagine if you go into the GT Legendary Goku event, I might do a video on this just to test this out, but I bet you Kefla will be absolutely, like, just, like, walling off Great Ape Goku. Like, I think they could probably build up fast enough, especially if you get good luck with additionals, right? All right, let's see what they do right here. Yeah, 2.76. Come on, man. Like, that's, you know, at 55%, that still ain't good, right? Like, who am I? I'm comparing them to Super Vegeta, dude. Super Vegeta's doing guaranteed crits at 55%. Like, they're almost, I feel like they're almost incomparable to Super Vegeta. Now, for sure, right, in a long event, Kale and Caulifla defensively are going to just, like, absolutely just surpass, like, Super Vegeta easily, right? But Super Vegeta is just going to be far better for Super Battle Road content, which I consider more difficult. So it's like, I just give the nod to those characters. I mean, dude, I'm consistent with the way I think about these things. I've been saying it for a long time, right? You guys know this. So, okay, I mean, again, damage is bad, but that's what's to be expected with this unit. Not really, like, surprising or anything like that. But once we get to Kefla, and you get those 6 orbs with Kefla, she's gonna hit hard, really hard. But, alright, so this was Universal Survival Saga. Let's look at a couple of other teams. I really wish we could actually, man, I'll tell you, I do wish that Kefla, like, exactly the way she's built, I wish that it's just a turn 1 active skill. Remember that transforming Angel Golden Frieza was this time slot last year? He's now a year old, and for him, his transformation was whenever you want. I wish Kale and Caulifla was the same thing. Just transform whenever we want. Alright, so now we're over here on the time limit team. The other thing, too, is we're not fighting a Universal Survival Saga enemy. One reason I was very unimpressed with Kale and Caulifla's damage, right? This is very important, is that I'm looking at Kale and Caulifla and I'm knowing, okay, we're getting the extra 60% attack against a Universal Survival Saga enemy. So once we don't have that, it's going to be looking pretty bad. Alright, so with the LR Tech Gogeta, they do link up pretty well. I mean, we have Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Fierce Battle, and Prepare for Battle active. That is one huge positive. Like, I think the closest comparison I actually want to make with this Kale and Caulifla is probably to AGL Kid Gohan. Because I think there's similarities there, just in that their damage is low for the most part, but they do other things. But it's like when you actually compare them to Kid Gohan, though, their link set is way better than Kid Gohan's link set. Their leader skill is way better than Kid Gohan's leader skill. They do have the ability to heal on active skill, just like Kid Gohan does. And unlike Kid Gohan, whose damage is just always going to be unimpressive, it's simply get to Kefla, and then they're hitting like a truck, right? So it's like, if you do it like that, they do, like, on paper, definitely seem to be better than Kid Gohan. I adore that unit, but, you know, he's giving all allies 3 key in the defense, which is just, like, such a monstrous ability. 100k defense, pretty bad at the start right there. Whoa, whoops, I didn't, god damn it. We'll keep that in. We'll keep that. They'll love that right there. Me, just clowning with the orbs. He's intentionally trying to make them look bad. My bad. My brain turned off right there, man. Okay, chill. All right, we're back in. We're back. That didn't happen. A little bit of a boo-boo right there. Okay, boom. See? Look at that. We got the super attack. No worries, man. Again, 100k defense. Let's see what their attack set is. This is no support right here. Yeah, their damage sucks. It's real. That's really bad. So remember that they're stacking both attack and defense with each super, and then, of course, they have the passive build-up as well, right? They do have an additional... So the one good thing is that they do have a guaranteed additional that's then a medium chance of being a super attack. That is very good, right? That they've got that sort of in their back pocket. The only thing is, I feel like it should be a high chance for them to super, though. It's not, like, unbalanced if they were going to be getting a high chance to super. I feel like that would help them out quite a bit, right? Because then you would, you know, routinely be pumping out multiple super attacks. Man, I'm looking at this unit, and I really feel like additional is going to help them more than crit. I mean, I know, like, oh, the damage guys are, you know, like, you want crit, but... It's like, crit, like, is going to help out a lot, especially when you're in Kefla. She's doing a bajillion damage. But, you know, having additionals can help you really start to build up their passive and then stack up their defense as well, right? Because it's just the way I play. Like, I'm always really prioritizing a lot of these characters defensively more so than offensively, right? Alright, so again, this is going to be another turn where we have no support. I'm gonna load up the next team we run full of supports, right? I feel like it'll be good to do that. All right, so what is their defense up to? 100. See, that's pretty good. They jumped up 50k defense at 55% from just one turn. That's between the 2 defensive stacks and then the buff from their passive, right? So like that does look pretty good to me. How fast they stack defense, because like, you know, you could look at them. I mean, Rainbowed, what would their defense be here? Like 200k, 220k maybe? Oh my god, their damage is... It's still so bad. Alright, like, we gotta just go into a long event. We gotta get Kefla out here, man. This is a mockery right now. Like, oh no, dude. Like, poor Kale and Caulifla. They did not have to do them like this, man. Like, you know, because Kid Gohan is like uber defensive wall. Kale and Caulifla are not really that, right? Like, not as much so as Kid Gohan, right? So it's like, I feel he's given the support and stuff like that. So I feel like his damage being bad, it's a little bit more acceptable to me. Like, I just feel like they just held back a little bit on Kale and Caulifla, their damage. Again, Kefla's damage is fine, but it's not like we're always going to be getting that. All right, let's go. Maybe let's go to a team like Peppy Gals or something like that. I'm going to go to some team with where we could just fill up on support. Maybe I'll go to like Universe 6 or something like that. Just absolutely fill up on support. The only thing is that like currently the EZA area is not up yet. So like the Int Super Saiyan 2 Kale, her EZA is in the data, but it's not available in game yet. Right. And then my Int 40% support Kabe is also not ready to go. So that's why I'm hesitant to run the Universe 6 team right now. Maybe... Again, I'll just go to, like, Peppy Gals, because there's just so much, like, ridiculous support that we can go ahead and rock over on the Peppy Gal team. You know, and like, we could bring, like, all these Universe 6 girls together and make them all look good. And let's go ahead and get our first look at Kefla, right? I guess, no matter what, the one thing I really do want to focus on, though, that matters so much, is that 60% heal they have. I just see so much value in that in long events. That's really good. Alright, now we're over here on the Peppy Gals team. We got them linked up with Kale turn 1, which is really good, because we'll have everything active except for what? Prepared for battle with Kale, the STR Kale, so that's pretty good. So, alright, let's go and see the damage they're going to do. Turn 1 with our girl STR Kale, and she gets up to 1.44. I mean, to be fair, right, they're getting a lot of, like, a lot of these links right now. So, like, Tournament of Power link level 1 is just 3 key. Wars of Universe 6 is just 2 key. Right, as you level these links up, all these, like, key links that, like, these girls have, like, they gain a lot of stats. Yeah, Saiyan Lineage, Wars of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, Prepare for Battle. All of these links right now are just raw key links for them, because I don't, when I do these 55% videos, I don't link level them prior to it, right? So that's a sort of an important thing to remember here. Okay, so let's just get rid of Zangia. I always want to get rid of Zangia at the start right here, because Zangia will debuff, she'll lower attack. So we'll just, like, slap Bojack up. What happens after the 99 turns is up for Bojack, by the way? I don't even know. Does Bojack just, like, one-shot you? Does it just go infinitely? Does it just move on to the next phase? What happens when the 99 turns is up? But does it even go down? I feel like I always look at the 99 and then never look at it again. Does it even go down, or does it just stay at 99 forever? I mean, I don't know the answers to these questions. I've run this Bojack event countless times, and I've never really like examined, like, the answers to any of those questions. Like, all right, the turn counter does indeed go down. Okay, all right. So in this rotation, with the Tech Kale, we're gonna be looking pretty good. I might leave Tech Kale on rotation with them, honestly, because, I mean, she's given them what, 5 out of 7 links. Although, well, I mean, Fierce Battle, but the thing is, Tech Kale is giving 40% support right now, right? So, all right, 171k defense is good. We'll just keep going for a little bit like this. Remember, we will be able to fuse into Kefla on turn 6. Turn 6, we'll go ahead and take that transformation into Kefla. It would be cool, I mean, if we take any damage, like if Bra takes damage or something like that, that's fine. Because by the time we get to, like, turn 6, when we fuse into Kefla, all the damage is going to go away, which is going to be really good. And then remember that this fusing Kefla right here, this Kale Caulifla, remember that they do share all 7 links with the transforming Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, although I don't want to be harsh on her, but that STR Kefla is, like, not great, right? So it's like, for, like, showcases like this, yeah, I'll run her, but, like, not in an actual event. If I'm going to run an actual Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, it would be the physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. She is really good, right? Like, she's way better than the DOKKANFEST one. It's not even close. So I wouldn't mind running that Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. But, like, again, all this stuff in the celebration just dropped at the same time. I want to get the 55% video out, but I don't have the physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla fully easy aid yet, right? You know, got to easy aid. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do, actually. Well, comparative to other celebrations this year, there's not as much to do, but right now there is still quite a few things to do, right? What do we have? There's Battlefield. You have the 4 easy aid units, the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. Man, I guess there really isn't that much this celebration, huh? There's the new daily stage, which is cool, but again, it's like a new daily stage, right? It's not, I don't know. All right, let's keep Kefla on rotation, because next turn, right, she is going to go ahead and transform. So they're up to 200k defense. Again, keep in mind that as we're going through with Kefla, right, you know, she's building up, or the Kale and Caulifla, they're building up, right? They stack both attack and defense on their super attack effects. That's a pretty bad attack set by Kefla. I didn't get her 6 orbs, did I? STR Kefla right there. That's pretty bad. They're at 2.3. I mean, you could see power creep in that shot right there. 55% Kale and Caulifla are like matching up with STR Kefla from last year, right? Like that's really not great. Okay, so on this next rotation, this is gonna be good because we're gonna transform with Kefla right away, right? But remember, when going through difficult events, like it's not necessary to transform into Kefla right away. If anything, you are gonna want to put it off as long as possible because all the attack and defense you're stacking up with Kale and Caulifla in their base, you're just keeping all that for when you're Kefla anyway, right? So it's like the longer you can go without transforming, really, the better it is for Kefla's performance. And then you also have that 60% heal. So it's like, okay, like, you know, you're going through the legendary Vegeta event, and then let's say that, like, the Int God Vegeta just, like, absolutely just, like, pimp smacks you. It's like, okay, now I have to go ahead and bust out the heal, right? Like, now let's just fuse because I want to get that 60% heal in. So, like, you know, you do have sort of, like, situations like that. By the way, I would say that Kale and Caulifla, they would have to be the best unit in the game for the Legendary Vegeta event. I think they probably are. I can't imagine there's a unit who's going to perform better in that event than this tech Kale and Caulifla, right? Okay, so finally, we can go ahead and get the fusion for our girls Kale and Caulifla right here. So let's go ahead and pull this up, and let's see how good both Super Saiyan 2 Keflas are right next to each other. So there's that, the STR Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Now let's get the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Kefla.
私ら二人ががっちり組んだら全宇宙で最強です。ケールとカリフラでケフラ。
Alright, Kefla is here. Okay, yeah, I don't want to put Kefla and let Bujin seal her, right? No new sprite or anything, okay. Alright, so, here we go. Kefla, 182k defense, so her defense does drop a little bit. That's from the secondary portion of Kale and Caulifla's passive, where they build up attack and defense with every attack performed, right? Kefla doesn't have that. Kefla no longer stacks defense. Remember, she does stack attack. She healed 60% HP when she first came out. Same 160% attack and defense, same additional, medium chance to be a super. She gains a high chance to dodge, which I despise. Because I feel like there will be some instances, you know, maybe like on rare Super Battle Road stages, you could, you know, get to turn 6 and transform. I mean, it's definitely possible. It'll happen at least once, right? That would be where it would be good, right? But I really feel like this unit overall would have been a lot better if the dodge was on Kale and Caulifla instead. If the dodge was on them, like, it just literally, keep the units exactly the same, but just take the dodge off of Kefla and give it to Kale and Caulifla, and they're like, I value this unit a lot higher. I think they're way better because 50% chance to dodge while stacking defense in base, that makes them so formidable for the entire game, right? Because right now, as it stands, it's like you could look at their defense and say, oh, it's really good. Well, until you go into the real extreme Super Battle Road stages, it ain't gonna be really good, dude. Global players, you guys don't have the new extreme Super Battle Road stages yet, and the defense levels that Kale and Caulifla put up ain't enough with just raw defense, right? So if they had the dodge as well, they would really be cooking. Kefla gets another 60% attack and defense, though, when attacking, right? So that's, I guess that's sort of the transference of, like, they build up. Now Kefla just gets it on attack, which is good. And then the final thing here is she gets 60% attack with 6 or more key spheres. That is, like, absolutely crucial to Kefla looking good, by the way. Which looks like we're not gonna get that. Yeah, we're not gonna get the 6 orbs right here. So Kefla's damage, I feel like, is not really gonna look that crazy here, unfortunately. because I didn't check. She has all seven links are active with Super Saiyan 2 SCR Kefla. I didn't get a chance to show it, but yeah, she's got all 7 links activated right here. Oh boy, I'm a little bit nervous for what this damage is gonna look like. Honestly, dude, like anything under like 5 million is just like a throwaway. Like, yeah, that's bad. That's not. I don't care. Turn 6 fusion 3 million sucks donkey dick. I'm not holding back. That is trash. Okay, even at 55%. Be mad all you want to. I don't care. You're wrong. That's bad. That is bad. That's bad. That's bad. The only thing about this unit, right, is that she is very reliant, man. Dude, I need her to get... I need to open up 6 orbs. Okay, we're good. The thing about her, she's just so reliant on the 6 orbs. I feel like that's a huge detriment to this unit, right? And all these Kefla units, like, they need orbs. Now, if Kefla was a Rainbow Orb Changer, right? Like, take the high chance to dodge, put that on base Kale and Caulifla, then give Kefla Rainbow Orb Changing, and we're talking a lot different, dude, about this unit, right? That's all it takes, just these very minor tweaks, and it just makes the unit so much more impressive, because on this next turn, we're about to get the 6 orbs, and I think our damage is actually going to look really good, even at 55%, right? Like, once you start getting above, like, 5 million, like, that's where, like, my eyebrows start to raise. Like, oh, okay. We're starting to cook a little bit here. You know, above 5 million, I'll take it. Again, here, we have all 7 active with the SCR Kefla. Okay, so we're going to be able to get our 6 orbs. Again, now Kefla should be looking pretty good. Her damage should be good. This is no support, all 7 links active. Do keep in mind that some of these links, so Tournament of Power, Wars of Universe 6, right, Fuse Fighter, these links aren't giving attack and defensive buffs because they're link level 1, right? You know, we're talking about an extra 5% of, like, as this unit currently is constituted, right, all these link level 1s, there's a lot of stats we're leaving on the table, right? Remember, link levels are very, very important, right? All these characters get huge buffs. And in particular, a lot of the Universe 6 girls were helped out dramatically by the link level update because, again, they're overflowing with key links, right? Like, again, this is Tournament of Power. Link level 1 is 3 key. Link level 10, it's 3 key and 7% attack and defense, right? We have Warriors of Universe 6 right here. Link level 1 is 2 key. Link level 10 is 2 key and 6% attack and defense. And then, again, we could look at Fuse Fighter, which is this one right here. Link level 1 is 2 key. Link level 10 is 2 key and 5% attack and defense, right? So it's like, you really start to look a lot better once you're link leveling, like, these girl units that have just are overflowing with key links, right? So, okay. Yeah, actually, that's a good point to make. Big Bad Bosses units, you definitely want to link level, of course. But the Universe 6 girls are also good options to link level because as you get those key links link leveled up, you know, they're getting a lot of buffs, right? And they all link together so well. 4.16? That's it? Oh, no, girl. No. Oh, no. All right. Okay. I'm going to cut. We have 2 support type units that give 40%, right? The Tech Kale and then the Bra. I'm going to get both of them on rotation with her. I'm going to cut until we have both of them on rotation with her, giving all the support. All right, so we're going into this next turn. Okay, oh, thank God we're able to get the 6 orbs. Okay, I was very nervous we wouldn't be able to get 6 orbs. All right, so we're going to get 3 links active here. Battlefield Diva, Wars, Universe 6, and Tournament of Power. The only thing is that we're not getting buffs from any of those. Damn it, this unit really needs to be link leveled before. 196k defense. I mean, that's pretty good. Because remember, again, she's getting 60% on attack, right? And she's not getting a lot of defensive support here. Bra gives 40%, or Bra gives 40% attack and key, and then Kale's giving 20% defense. All right, so let's see what Kefla does right here with 2 40% support type units. So she's getting 80% attack support. 4.57. Okay. Yeah. So at 55%, you're definitely using this unit for two purposes. Their amazing leader skill and the very good category that they introduced into the game. Definitely a good one. The Bond of Friendship category. And then the ability they have to defensive stack. And then I guess the third thing would be their heal. But damage-wise, 55%, they just don't seem that they're really cutting it. And the other thing, too, is that, like, I got lucky and ended up going into that next Bojack phase. If I got the Dokkan attack, which, you know, like, automatically moved us to the next phase. Had I not gotten that, I wasn't going to be able to get 6 orbs. 6 orbs is not easy to get, man, without Rainbow Orb changes around, right? So it's like, you know, looking at their teams, time limit would be good with, like, the LR Tech Gogeta. I feel, you know, this Kefla can work good with, like, Tech Gogeta. We just need to have, like, orb changers around with Kefla for her damage to be very good, but that just, like, sucks. Like, that's why, like, it's crazy to me that they dropped the GT Dokkan Fest units, and, like, they're, like nukers like this, but they create their own orbs. It's just, like, they're just so crazy. I just don't get it. Like, this Kefla is good, but, like, when I said this is looking like she's good, but she's looking like one of the worst 2021 Dokkan Fest, oh yeah, you bet your ass that's correct. Because I said to people, did he really just say that? Yeah. Or are we going to say they're better than Trunks and Goten, right? Like, I probably would say so. I'm not the biggest fan of Trunks and Goten, right? They're not better than UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. Then there's Videl. They're not better than Videl. No way. Int Broly. I probably would like Int Broly better. Because, you know, he's got some damage reduction at the start of turn. Like, I think he's a little bit more runnable in Super Battle Road, but he does get crushed. Even in, like, Pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road and stuff like that. The GT Duo are definitely way better. Kid Gohan, you know, as much as I love Kid Gohan, like, is he really better than this Kale and Caulifla? It's hard to say. They're definitely, like, I think they're probably close. Again, like, if you really stack it up, though, like, link sets, leader skill, like, you just go up and down the list like that, it's like Kale and Caulifla, they seem to come ahead in more categories, right? Again, their damage, at least, really can ramp up as Kefla. Right, Rainbow Link level 10 Kefla will put in work damage-wise, for sure. So that'll be good, right, for Kefla to be able to drop out, like, these just, like, extreme levels of damage. And Kid Gohan doesn't really get to that, right? On the Heavenly Events team, like, his damage can be okay. But, like, that's it. Who is next, right? Again, the GT Dokkan Fest. After Kid Gohan is Tech Gogeta, who's obviously head and shoulders better than them. STR Super Vegeta is definitely better than them. Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza are definitely better. So it's like, 2021 Dokkan Fest. I'd probably go Trunks and Goten worst. I might go AGL Kid Gohan, and then I would go Kale and Caulifla. So yeah, they're one of the worst Dokkan Fests of 2021. Like, guess what? Dokkan Fests this year have been nuts. Unlike last year, where half of them sucked, this year, every Dokkan Fest is good, right? Because Trunks and Goten, who I actually, thinking about it, probably would put as the worst Dokkan Fest, they're crazy good, right? It's just, they're the worst Dokkan Fest. It's, again, where Dokkan has messed up this year is summonable LRs. Shit like Super 17 and Tapion and Minosha and 17 and Golden Frieza, those are the wonky ones. The Dokkan Fests have been built exceptionally, I would say, for the most part, right? Like, even this unit, like, you know, there's, like, I mean, there's only minor nitpicks I would like to swap around that would make the unit way better, right? Just put the dodge on the base form, and then, honestly, I just wish that they didn't have that goddamn 60%, when attacking with 6 or more key spheres. That hurts so much, such a pain. Let's just take them into Super Class Extreme Super Battle Road real quick, see how they tank, and then we'll finish up. Alright, so we can go ahead and hop into Super Battle Road. Dude, look at this team. Like, this is their leader skill. Like, their team is, like, really good. Because here's the thing. Rapid growth you've got some monsters on there. It's just like the way the team is structured is just very bizarre. But it's like now, like, it's like, dude, I could put Tech Ultimate Gohan on here instead of just like the, like, why don't I just do that? Well, oh no, I need a physical unit, okay. But it's like, like this roster, you have Tech Ultimate Gohan, STR Super Vegeta, and again, like every Goku, like you just have the options, right? Their team is just so good. That's really huge. Okay, so we have both of them turn 1. All right, well, let's just see how they do. Okay, this is probably not going to be the craziest for them. It's probably going to go pretty bad, but we shall see. We'll see how they're able to tank and blah, 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 blah. All right, Super Battle Road, 55%. What do you got for us? Okay, well, Super Attack, that sucks ass, but they have type advantage. That's not really, that's pretty good, actually. That's not good. Okay, 92k right there is pretty bad. Okay, what do you want to give us after you guys super attack? How are we looking here? Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. There's Kale and Caulifla in Super Battle Road. Yikes. Whew. I don't know. All right, here. Why is the cord? It's not even disconnecting. It's just so annoying. I am cursed to get these cord issues to the end of times, it seems. Yeah, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Remember where I was talking about how the 50% chance to dodge would really help them in base? Who is this? Like that wasn't really impressive. We got smacked up in here. Again, they're more of a long event character. We're not going to take them in here and they're going to perform really well in Super Battle Road stages. I mean, we definitely can, you know, win or something like that, right? But, like, that's, All right, so this is Miracle of Friendship. Caulifla and Kale. Their leader skills, Bond of Friendship or Rapid Growth, 3 key, 130% HP and 170% to attack and defense. So leader skills built the way I like it with, you know, 170% attack and defense. I wish HP was just 170 also, but dude, the roster of the team they have is just so good. Like, I'm totally cool with how it's built, right? Their super attack is Union Shooting, which stacks attack and defense and does immense damage. Their passive skill, Power to Survive, gives them 160% attack and defense at the start of turn. They launch an additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super attack. It's 30%. That's the way you want it built, right? Because it's a guaranteed additional, which plays into the next part of their passive, where they get an additional 6% attack and defense with each attack performed, up to a max of 60%. Then they get an additional 60% attack if there's a Universal Survival Saga category enemy. That sucks. Again, like, get rid of that last attack buff. Not even necessary. Just give them 50% chance to dodge, and we're good. That helps this unit out so much. Their active skill is Special Fusion. They'll, you know, do their Patara Fusion into Kefla. You can do that starting from turn 6. Turn 6 is pretty bad, but at least it's just turn 6. HP doesn't matter. The amount of super attacks you do don't matter. You always know. I could, like, so, like, Int Broly, right? Like, you could get Int Broly's active skill on turn 3, but more often than not, you're going to get it on, like, turn 9 plus. At least, like, compared to, like, his or 17 and Golden Frieza or something like that, you know exactly when you're getting Kale and Caulifla's fusion. I hate that it's turn 6, but, like, I like Kale and Caulifla's condition better than Int Broly's, because Int Broly's is just, you're playing roulette, right? Like, who knows, right? Whereas Kale and Caulifla, it's always just turn 6. No other conditions matter besides turn 6. So, like, that part is good, but I honestly think they could have just made it turn 1. Like, who cares? Like, just make it whenever we want. That would do that. Can you imagine how good this unit would be if you could just fuse whenever you want? You have a 60% heal on deck at any moment you choose. That'd be so good. That would be so good. Their links are the Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Battlefield Diva, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So their link set is really good. I think that they have a very strong link set. And once you start comparing them to, like, AGL Kid Gohan, who, again, I think that they're comparable to with their really bad damage, but then, like, sort of, like, good stacking defensive abilities. Right there, like, they just dunk on Kid Gohan with their link set, right? Because Kid Gohan doesn't have prepare for battle, right? And like tournament of power with some of the best units in the game, like UI Goku and a lot of them and stuff like that, right? There are 12 key multipliers, 150%, which is typical. In terms of EZAs, there's quite a few EZAs they could help you get a lot of extra Zenny in, for sure, right? There's the AGL Blue Kaioken Goku EZA, STR Majin Vegeta, and AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku, they would help out as well. God Topo and Dispo, they'd help out. The actual, like, special Peppy Gals EZA as well, they could help out. So there's a lot of EZAs that they could help you get Zenny. That's really, really good. And then, of course, they're on just a bajillion teams, dude. So, for starters, they're here on their Bond of Friendship team, which is just really... Look at this. This is really good. You just have so much here. Then they're also on the Rapid Growth team. Rapid Growth is not... I mean, not really that great, but once you combine it with Bonds of Friendship, you're cooking, right? Because, again, you're putting, like, Krillin and Gohan on there, Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? Like, AGL, LR Gohan, like, Super Vegeta. Just putting a lot of those units on that Bond of Friendship category is really good. Then they're also over here on the Peppy Gal team, which is looking very strong. I mean, you just got 3 EZAs handed to this, along with Kale and Caulifla. Peppy Gals is good, man. Peppy Gals is a good team. Then, of course, they're also on the Universal Survival Saga. I have heard, you know, people say, like, one issue for, like, you know, Kabe and the Kale and Caulifla and stuff like that is, like, it's an overstacked, like, team, Universal Survival Saga, which is definitely true. But, like, they fulfill their roles. They're both very good. Then, of course, also here on the Potara team. I mean, honestly, Kale and Caulifla, they're probably the second best unit on this team now. Yeah. Yeah, easily. I would say Goku and Vegeta are 1, and then they're 2, right? For sure. Second best unit. Potara needs a lot of help. This is a good start, right? This is a really helpful option for Potara. And again, you know, they've got Saiyan lineage. They've got Prepare for Battle. So, like, you'll be able to rock that. Like, they'll work good with, like, the Goku and Vegeta right there. But we need more help for Potara. Back in the day, Potara was one of the best teams, but it's definitely aged now. This is huge. Best team in the game, Pure Saiyans, Kale and Caulifla are on. They'll work great. Again, Prepare for Battle, Saiyan lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race, Fierce Battle. Yeah, they're going to work fine on Pure Saiyan. They're also over here on Full Power, right? Okay, Full Power. Look at Full Power, man. We've gotten some really good 2021 options between Roshi, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Namek Goku, Super Vegeta, Full Power Frieza, right? Kale and Caulifla, pretty good for Full Power. They're also on the Universe 6 category team, which has got a massive buff with all the EZAs, and then, of course, the 2 banner units. They're also over here on Join Forces, where they will work well. Join Forces is starting to get really sick, because it's just constantly, there's, like, LRs and majorly powerful units being added. They're also in the Super Saiyan 2 category, which is good, because that team needs help a lot. So I'll definitely take them on the Super Saiyan 2 category team. They're also down here on Final Trump Card. Final Trump Card definitely needs a lot of help. It needs it, well, more so than a lot. I guess I wouldn't really say it needs a lot of help. It just needs a better leader, right? The 5 anniversary Blue Fusions, I don't think they really cut it anymore in terms of, like, being a leader for Final Trump Card. And then finally, they're on Time Limits. Time Limit secretly, I think, is a pretty fun team. Especially now that Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, like getting her easy and running her along with them should work out pretty well. So there is the base Kale and Caulifla. Again, after 6 turns, you will be able to fuse into Kefla with your Potara fusion. And then her super attack changes, her passive changes, and then some of her links change as well. So Kefla's super attack becomes the Gigantic Blast, which stacks attack and does immense. She no longer stacks defense, but I don't know that that's really that big of a deal. Because they made an active skill, like, you choose transformation for a reason, right? I don't really think it's that big of a deal that she loses the defensive stacking. It can be if you take a lot of damage early and you need to transform for the heal, sure, but, I mean, that's a specific situation. Her passive skill, Heated Power, she recovers 60% HP when she fuses, which is really strong. I love that. She gets 160% attack and defense at the start of turn. She launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of being a super, 30%. She gets a high chance to dodge. I feel like that's mostly pointless, because by the time you transform into Kefla, her defense is probably going to be super high anyway. This is more of a long event character, right, where the end of the long events are cancel dodging anyway. It's pointless. The dodging on Kale and Caulifla would have been so good, but on Kefla, they just don't need it, man. Like, she doesn't need it. Kale and Caulifla did. Then she gets an additional 60% attack and defense when attacking, which is good, right? So, like, you know, when she was at, like, 180k defense here, you know, she actually was, like, 60% higher. So she's, like, you know, maybe, like, 250 after attacking or something like that. And then finally, she gets 60% attack when attacking with 6 or more key spheres. That's where a lot of her damage is going to come into play, right? When I did the Rainbow Level 10 Link Showcase for her, getting the 6 key spheres, I remember that bumping up her attack stat by like 3 million or 4 million extra damage. Like, that's really going to matter, but that does kind of suck. Units that need orbs that don't create that, like 6 is a lot, man. If she created the orbs, fine, but she doesn't. So that's like, you're going to see the Kefla not getting the 6 key spheres way more often than Kefla getting the 6 key spheres. Remember that, right? Her links are then Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, Battlefield Diva, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, Power Bestowed by God, and Fierce Battle. So there is the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla / Kale and Caulifla units. They are very good, but again, saying that they're either the worst 2021 Dokkan Fests or up for it, I think is very valid. Right, the bottom 3 in some order is probably Kale and Caulifla, Kid Gohan, and Trunks and Goten. And it's like, you got, dude, I adore that Kid Gohan unit, but, I mean, he's one of the worst 3. He's in there with Kale and Caulifla and them, right? Like, that Kid Gohan is not better than Super Vegeta, or LR Tech Gogeta, or the DOKKANFEST GT Duo. He's not, right? Like those are what the bottom 3 are. Kale and Caulifla are good, but, you know, there's just a couple of changes to the dodge on their base form. If they could do their active skill turn 1, that would have been crazy, right? If Kefla didn't need 6 orbs, or even if she just created orbs, and then, you know, the 6 orbs would happen more often, you know, those types of things would have been good. So let me know what you guys think of the Kale and Caulifla Kefla unit. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.